Hi, and welcome to week 6 of Tiny Hands, Big Signs, Basic ASL. This is the week for review, and we're going to be learning some special seasonal words. Over the past 5 weeks, you have learned a lot of signs that were associated with the alphabet, with numbers, with food, with animals, and more. Well, in this lesson, you're going to be reviewing those signs, and you should be able to identify at least 20 learned signs. We're also going to spend some time talking about some seasonal signs, and we're going to focus on the season of autumn. So you're going to be able to name one holiday in a specific season. Familiarize yourself with the song Autumn Leaves Are Falling Down in ASL, and we're going to be learning 6 signs associated with fall. Now, over the past 5 weeks, you have learned 73 signs. Wow, that is a lot. Congratulations. Now, what you're going to do after this video is there is a link to go to the Kahoot self-paced group video where you can take the quiz. And I want you to make note of your score and send me that information. Remember, the goal is at least 20 correct signs. Before you do your Kahoot game, let's take a look at some seasonal signs. We're going to be learning the sign for autumn or fall, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa. Now, we know that there are 4 seasons in a year. What are those seasons? Fall, winter, spring, and summer. Excellent. And within those seasons, there are many different kinds of weather. There's sunny weather, cloudy weather, windy weather, rainy weather, and even stormy weather. Take a look outside. What is the weather like for you right now? Now, even though the weather changes, there are still weather patterns during certain times of the year. A pattern is something that repeats itself. So the weather pattern in the summer is mostly sunny and warm. Now, weather patterns may change a lot in some places and very little in others. It just depends on where you live on Earth. Now, we're going to talk about a specific season. What season comes after summer? Did you say fall or autumn? Then you would be correct. So after summer comes autumn. And we know we also call autumn fall. In most places in the United States, the leaves change colors and fall off certain types of trees in autumn. Thus, we get the name fall. Now, the air outside gets a little cooler and the sun shines a little less each day. Now, autumn is when farmers harvest their fruits and vegetables, when the birds fly south, and everyone gets ready for the winter. In fall, we have a few holidays like Columbus Day and Halloween, and in November, we celebrate Thanksgiving. Now, in 1621, the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag managed to live peacefully as neighbors and friends. When fall came again, they gathered in their harvest. The harvest is all of their crops that were ready to be eaten. Now, the Pilgrims were grateful to have survived a full year. They thanked God for bringing them to this new land where they could live freely and follow their own religion. The Pilgrims held a 3-day harvest celebration or a party, and they invited their Wampanoag friends to join them for the feast. Now, the story of the members of the Wampanoag tribe gathered around the Pilgrims' table, feasting together that fall day in 1621, is told over and over and over again here in America. Now, we are not sure of all the details, but We do know that the American Indians had celebrated a harvest festival for hundreds of years before the Europeans had arrived. This was probably the first time that the Europeans and the American Indians celebrated together. Now, what season comes after fall? That's right, winter. Now, we're not going to be talking a lot about winter, but I do want to mention some of the holidays that are celebrated in December. Now, winter is a time when people from different religions celebrate holidays. Christmas, a Christian holiday, comes on December 25th. Hanukkah, a Jewish holiday, also falls around this time of year. And we have a celebration that some Black Americans celebrate called Kwanzaa. This is a week-long holiday celebrated here in the United States. Now, to celebrate these and other holidays in the wintertime, sometimes people string together colorful lights outside their homes and their neighborhoods. Maybe you can go for a walk or drive around certain neighborhoods to see the beautiful lights that are around businesses, trees, and homes during the evening time. Now, before we get into our signs, you know that we always do a song. The song we're going to be looking at is called Autumn Leaves Are Falling Down. So let's take a look at this song and look at the signs that she does. We are going to be learning these signs and some more signs associated with the season of fall. Okay, so here is the song Autumn Leaves Are Falling Down. She's going to explain a couple of the signs first and then get into the song.
In the autumn, the leaves on the trees start to change colors. Orange and yellow and red and brown. Autumn leaves are falling down. Hear the wind go whoosh and blow them all around. Autumn leaves are falling down. Orange and yellow and red and brown. Autumn leaves are falling down. Hear the wind go whoosh and blow them all around. Autumn leaves are falling down.
Okay, so this was a short and simple song where we learned some signs like tree, colors, and leaves. Now, let's take a look at these signs and some other signs that are associated with fall. Okay, the first sign that I'd like to show you is the sign for autumn or fall. What you're going to do in your non-dominant hand, you're going to have an S shape with your arm going diagonally across your body. With your dominant hand, you're going to have a flat B hand shape. And you're going to, the side of your thumb, brush your hand along your arm and your elbow. Fall, fall. Can you do that? Fall. So this is the sign for autumn or fall. Now, as I mentioned, there was a few holidays during this season, like Halloween. Halloween has a few different signs, but here is one of the signs for Halloween. You're going to make flat B's in both hands. Now, they're not going to be straight. You're going to have a little bit of a bend or a curve to them. Now, on Halloween, we usually wear masks or we wear some sort of makeup to change our appearance, right? So we are going to cover our face with both our hands and then open up. Halloween, Halloween. Can you try that? Halloween. I love this sign. Halloween. It's like playing peekaboo. Okay, so the sign for autumn or fall, the sign for Halloween. Now, another season, now another holiday that we experience in the fall is Thanksgiving. Now, this is the sign for thank you. Can you do that? Flat B in your dominant hand. Palm is facing you. You're going to start with your fingertips by your mouth and go out. Thank you. Thank you. Now, this is the sign for to give. We have flat O's in both our hands. Palms are facing up, and we're going from in front of our chest to further out, like we're giving something to someone else. Give, give. Can you try that? Give. So now we're going to be combining these two signs. We're going to have both hands, though, with our flat B's. They're going to have our palms facing us with our fingertips near our mouth. We're going to go down and then out. So we're combining thank you plus give. Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. Can you try that? Thanksgiving. Excellent. Now, when we go from fall in December into winter, we're going to be experiencing some of those December holidays like Christmas, Hanukkah, or even Kwanzaa. So let's take a look at those signs. Christmas can be done two ways. In your dominant hand, you're going to have a C hand shape. Now, you can do it with a supporting arm in your non dominant hand, and you're going to start with that C laying on your arm and going up. Christmas, Christmas. So remember the sign for tree in the video? It's connected to that sign because we usually have Christmas trees in our homes during this time. Christmas, Christmas. Now you can also do the sign without the supporting arm. Christmas, Christmas. Okay, so let's look at those two signs again. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Christmas. Now, the next sign that we are going to learn is for Hanukkah and Kwanzaa. Hanukkah and Kwanzaa have similar signs, slightly different hand shapes, but the same movements in the same location. Now, for Kwanzaa, you're going to make the number 4 hand shape. Now, your hands are going to go together and you're going to bring them down and out. Okay, now your fingers are slightly apart, so they're not together, but a little bit apart. This is representing the candles in the menorah. Hanukkah, Hanukkah. Can you try that? Hanukkah. Now, Kwanzaa is similar, but different hand shapes. What we're going to be doing is having our number 1 hand shape first together. We're going to have that same movement of going down and up, but our number 1 hand shape is going to turn into a number 3 in both hands, like this. Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa. Let's try those two signs again. Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. Okay, so let's look at all of our signs now. What was fall? Fall. What about Halloween? Halloween. How about Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving. And Christmas? Christmas. Hanukkah and Kwanzaa. Excellent work. Now, before we take a look at our autumn leaves song again, I want to take a look at some of the signs that were associated with this song. So that way, when we look at it again, you can join in. Now, what she does, instead of mentioning and doing the signs for the colors, as she is saying the colors, she just signs color, color. Now, for the sign color, you're going to have a 5 hand shape. Your palm is going to face you, and you're wiggling your fingers on your chin. Color or colors. Now, as she is doing this sign, she is pointing to the different color leaves that are appearing on her screen. So, can you try that? As you are doing color, point 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if we can do those things simultaneously, which means at the same time. You ready? Colors and point. Excellent. Now, she also does the sign for tree. With your non-dominant hand, you're going to have a flat arm. With your dominant hand, you're going to put that elbow on the back of your non-dominant hand. And you are going to have this arm, your dominant arm, straight up. This is the sign for tree. Okay, like this, tree. Now, you're going to give it a little shake, and then she's combining the sign for tree and the leaves sign because the leaves are falling from the tree. This is the sign for a leaf or leaves. So what she's doing is combining tree and showing you how the leaves fall down from the tree. Can you try that? What's the sign for tree? Now bend your wrist and then wave it a little bit, going down, down, like leaves are falling from the tree. Let's do that one more time. Excellent. Okay, so now when we watch the song again, you can join in. So remember, this is a sign for colors, and you're going to be pointing. Then she says autumn leaves, so she has the sign for tree, are falling down. Then you're going to show them falling down. Okay, so let's watch that video again, and now you can join in. Okay, here is the song Autumn Leaves Are Falling Down. Remember, do it along with us.
In the autumn, the leaves on the trees start to change colors. Orange and yellow and red and brown. Autumn leaves are falling down. Hear the wind go whoosh and blow them all around. Autumn leaves are falling down. Orange and yellow and red and brown. Autumn leaves are falling down. Hear the wind go whoosh and blow them all around. Autumn leaves are falling down.
Okay, excellent. So, how did you guys do? I know you did a wonderful job. Okay, so this is what I'd like you to do. Before you take your Kahoot quiz, I want you to gather up all your flashcards and those video links. And I want you to go back and practice your signs and practice using those signs in the video songs. Then I want you to go to your workbook and look at lesson 6 and practice reviewing your signs. When you think you're ready, you're going to go to the link that is in the syllabus. It's going to bring you to Kahoot, and you're going to click on the week 6 self-paced ASL course. There, you're going to take the quiz. Then send me your number and let me know how you did. Remember, your goal is at least 20 correct. So good luck. And you can take the quiz multiple times. So if you don't reach your goal the first time, that's okay. Keep studying and then go back and take that quiz again and send me your new number so I can see how you improved. I will catch you in the next week's lesson, which will be lesson 7, and it's all about numbers.